Hey, what's up YouTube? So today's video is going to be an honest review on the Glock 26 Gen 5. Now, to be real with you guys, I honestly don't feel qualified enough to make a review on this, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm just going to give you my thoughts, my buddy's thoughts. But anyways, we'll jump straight into the review. As soon as you get this gun, your first thoughts are usually, oh my god, this thing is small, but it's really thick. And that helps a lot when you're shooting. I'm approaching probably about 1,000 rounds through this gun. Short and thick structure of this gun really helps you shoot this gun. I mean, your first box of 50, you're gonna be like, bro, shooting this thing without the fucking, having your pinky on the gun, you're like, bro, this sucks. But to be real with you guys, after you shoot about 200 rounds to this, you tend to forget all about this pinky. Like, I've been shooting this for a couple months now, and I like shooting this better than my 19X. I shoot it better. I don't know why that is, but I'll show you guys the trigger on this. Glock trigger, break. Wait, hold up. Get that in focus. Break. Reset. This trigger is way better than my 19 trigger. I don't know what it is. That's a snap cap. This thing's got like creep, and then it pulls. I don't know if you can see that, but hold up, look. Creep. So yeah, I shoot this freaking 26 better. I like taking this to the range way more for that. It just shoots better. Probably the biggest reason I got this gun was for the Glock track record. I was between several options. I was between the Shield Plus, P365, and the MC9, the Canic, and I went with this, mainly because I have a lot of experience with Glocks. Just these two, like that's all I've shot pretty much extensively. And fuck, wait, hold up. 10 rounds, it's a minimum. I don't mind having 10 rounds. And I like its size. It's easy. It's very versatile. I mean, you hear it all the time. It shoots like it shoots like a 19. It just does. The slide is only about half an inch shorter, and you're missing that pinky, but I'm telling you guys, it really has no effect on your shooting. Once you put like 150 to this, you're like, yeah, we don't really need the pinky extension. I just feel really confident shooting this thing. I shot the MC9, really don't like the way that shoots. Shot the Shield Plus, it's a great gun. Shot the P365, but I just can't get over how comfortable this gun is at 15 yards, 5 yards. It shoots bigger, and that's due to its double stack design. So it's just the all-in-one pistol in my opinion. I've only put about 15 hollow points through this gun. They were the Fiocchi defense ammunition. I think it was 124 grain. Shot flawlessly, no stovepipes, no failures of any kind, no malfunctions. The only malfunctions I did have with this pistol were the first 20 shots. I had a couple. I had a stovepipe, and I kept having a little nicks. Kind of it's breaking in the gun, so I had a little issues at the beginning. But I also cleaned it prior to use. I'm not sure if it was my my limp wrist that was causing the malfunctions, but after that I've had zero issues with this gun. I wouldn't consider those malfunctions because every gun has a break-in period, and it could have been shooter error. But ever since, I've had no issues with this gun. Really happy with it. Now let me tell you about what I don't like. These sights, the stock Glock sights. Let me see if I can get that to focus. Let me show it's clear. These things suck ass. Like when it comes to 15 yards, anything past 15 yards, 12 yards, it gets really hairy. I'm not a professional. My grouping at 15 yards is like cantaloupe, like a watermelon. Everything in the silhouette, but it's hard to, because your irons are pretty much the size of the target at that range, and that U post, it just kind of makes it really hard to like be pinpoint at that range. But that's just one of my things. And I dropped this gun one time, like from 7 feet, and I knocked the rear post completely out of fucking at a zero, and I fucking hit it with the hammer, and with a hammer and a screwdriver like a pick, and this shit, it shot so straight. I was like, what the fuck? It was right back to zero. I was like, what the fuck? I didn't do any of those fine adjustments. I just whammed. and I'm like, this looks about right. And yeah, it shoots good, dude. I mean, fuck. I'm really into EDC. The double stack helps you shoot good. You know that it gives you that full size feel, but you feel it when you carry. I like appendix carrying, but this gun I just can't really do it if I'm in jeans. My main go-to ways to carry this are the Vetter pocket holster, just because it's so much more comfortable. For some reason, this gun just, when I have it in my waistband, it just, I don't know. I guess it's the outfit I wear, the jeans, but you know, I hate having to dress myself around my gun. I like being able to, you know, use my gun with whatever outfit I'm wearing. It's comfortable in drawstring shorts, like shorts like these, pretty comfortable, because you know there's not as much pressure from the belt and it sits pretty nice. But most of the time I wear jeans, so for me, appendix has been not enjoyable experience. I do it sometimes when I need to, but I really don't like it. If you are looking for something really, really comfortable to carry, I'd say get the 43X. Get something as small as possible, but you really lose the shootability. So, you know, there's trade-offs, you know. You gotta try your buddy's shit out first on your ways, try shooting it before you make a purchase. You can't really listen too much to what people say on the internet. My favorite means to carry this firearm are with the Bianchi, I think this is the Remedy holster, model 57. This is the most comfortable experience I have carrying this gun. I carry it probably around 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock. I'll show you different carry positions. I'll put in a little video clip to show you. This thing disappears. The only problem is when you bend over, your gun shows to the public a little bit. But in Florida we have open carry laws, so you know, I just, after I get back up, put my shirt back over and it's concealed. Zero printing issues with this. When I'm out and about the whole day, this is probably the most comfortable option I have, right next to my Vetter pocket holster. So yeah, I mean, and the leather takes a couple days to break in, but oh my, it's so comfortable, dude. I'm telling you. This is probably my go-to holster with this gun, as I said already. You know, I went ahead and put on handle-it grips. Come on, motherfucker, focus. Went ahead and put on handle-it grips on here. You see, this is like the hybrid. It's like rubber. It's not sandpaper. I don't know how to explain it, but oh my gosh, this improved the shooting experience so much. Especially, you know, only having a couple fingers on the gun and having this this part right here for your thumb to get on. Oh, it helps. So I gotta recommend these. If you get this gun, gotta throw on these handle-it grips. Veteran owned, so didn't feel bad purchasing those. You know, the stock Glock texture sucks dick. I mean, it's slick as fuck. You know, I mean, all Glock needs to do is throw on like a stippling pattern like the fucking MC9. You know what I mean? Like, or the BCM grip. You know that nice stippling, like, but I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. That's all they gotta do. And maybe add the Glock Pro Trigger to their guns and they're straight. Oh, and I forgot to mention, this is the, come on. This is the NDLC finish. So it's not the normal Glock slide finish. It's a little more corrosion resistant. And, you know, cleaning Glock's very easy. I'm kind of biased, so, but I'm trying to be honest here. My friend shot this. He's a big Smith & Wesson guy. He's a big Canik guy. He's not a Glock dick rider like me. And he really enjoys this gun. It's easy to pick up, easy to shoot, and forgiving, you know, very forgiving to shoot with all the mass, you know, the thickness. Compared to all the other micros, it just shoots so damn well, and that's honestly why I went with this. MC9 is really pretty fucking snappy, even though it's small. The Shield Plus shoots damn good. A lot of people complain about snappiness. You just gotta shoot. You just gotta shoot and get comfortable with your gun. Most people shoot like a couple times a year, and they give people reviews like, oh dude, this gun is so snappy, I can't recommend it. Don't get the 43X, is so snappy. Like, I shot that gun, bro. Gun shoots pretty damn good. I'd say the recoil is pretty fucking similar to this. You know, the more you shoot, the better you manage recoil. So you gotta go out and try guns for yourself. Don't be listening online to people saying, oh, that gun, the Hellcat's so snappy, the MC9's so snappy. No, go out and fucking rent a gun and shoot it yourself. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, I'm getting sidetracked. My buddy loves this shit. He likes the way it shoots. He hasn't carried it, but the shooting experience is, I'd say it's a fucking 8 out of 10. I mean, here's my 19X. I already showed you guys this. Full-size pistol. This thing probably, I'll do a review on this if you guys want. Probably got over 1,000 rounds to this, at least. I don't know the accurate number, but it's at least over 1,000. And I never take this out anymore. never carry this. You know, it's big. This is my go-to. It's the fucking all-around Glock. I mean, it's just, it does everything. It shoots. Fuck, you know what I'm saying? So can't go wrong with the 26. But my final thoughts: if you want a gun that's versatile, you know that it's like a fine line between micro and full size, get the Glock 26. I mean, you guys already know it takes the mag. I never shoot with these mags because I don't really mind having the pinky hanging off. But yeah, you know, you can throw in any fucking Glock mag, 33 drum mag if you're retarded, and it shoots. If you want something that's really comfortable for carrying all day, everywhere you go with your friends and family, this gun might work, but you gotta try it first. I'd recommend something slimmer, like the 43X, the Shield Plus. I mean, or even the Bodyguard if you're into 380. But you know, the carrying experience is just so much different. You know, this feels like you're carrying a 19 just chode. You know what I mean? It's thick. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's just me. Feels like you're carrying a chode. Doesn't print. Not really. I don't have printing issues, but you feel it. You know, if you're one of those tough guys that says, "Oh, you know, I don't feel shit," then yeah, definitely get this. If you're skinny, you're gonna feel this shit. Unless you have it in the pocket holster or in the remedy holster. You carrying this thing over the waistband is really great experience, but in the waistband, for me personally, it's been really uncomfortable. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the review. Leave honest thoughts, leave comments in the description. This is my first gun review, so you know, I don't really know. I don't really know what to say, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.